Hello, YouTubers, and welcome back to the Hot Patriot Education Network YouTube channel. I am, as always, your host, here, the Hot Patriot. And for today's episode, we are going to do something a little bit different, which obviously, as the title suggests, we are doing an experimentation as an early birthday deal for me, which I was recently handed 97 scratch-offs here that I paid for. Got my cousin to grab them for me today. Basically, the gist of this is about a week or so ago, I got some different ones. These were not Holiday Cash ones. They were the Blizzard ones they have out right now. But basically, we ended up getting 10. It claimed to be a 1 in 5 win thing, and we only won on one of the 10. And so it kind of got me wondering with the rest of these, because these are supposed to be technically a 1 in 4 chance of winning here. So technically there should be, out of these 97, there should be at least 24 winners here. And the experimentation here is to see if there is 24 winners here, because if there's not, and it would be, let's say, 10 winners out of these 90-something, I'm going to sue the shit out of the Ohio Lottery is what it is, because they are obviously rigging games if that be the case. And this is basically a way to prove that on camera. So obviously I got my table set up here. This is how we're going to do them. The last set of these is up to 96. The first one on this rung is 000. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to do this last pack here, which is 84 to 96 last. And we're actually going to start out doing these other sets here that are all in their big old rung. So I'll basically just do these as 4s, and that's what it'll be. You just fold them over like so. So yeah, hopefully this will be a pretty good determining factor if these actually are winners or not. I really hope it turns out they actually are a bunch of winners in here and they're not just trying to screw people over, because it definitely feels like they are at this point. And I've definitely felt like I've been gypped in the past by some of these, where it definitely doesn't feel like it's what it should be. So we'll see exactly how many of these are actually going to end up being winning tickets is what it is then. And like I said, technically there's supposed to be 1 in 4, so really each one of these ones that I'm doing right now, before we even start doing this, each one of these should technically be a winner. There should be a winner in each one of the stacks that I'm going to be scratching. Here's what it is. So now granted, that could be $1, that could be $5, there could be $10 there. There could be $20 bills in there. I think there's a few different 50 ones, and that blue there's a 500 one that's up for grabs right now. So there's like 30 or 40 of those left in the thing to be scratched off right now. So that would be nice if I could win $500 out of one of these. But like I said, going to start out with our 000 here. So the specific one for these is reveal 3 identical prize amounts or 2 identical prize amounts and a tree symbol and win that prize. Or like I said, you can win $500 on these. So got my quarter here. We're going to scratch the first one. Got 500, 3, $1, another $3, $2, and that first one actually is a winner for $3. Probably should have thought how I was going to do this earlier, but I've got a plate here so I can ball a little ranges off on that then. All right, so the first one actually is a winner for $3 right now. So we're technically 94 in the hole still is what it is. We're break even on this. Again, this is just for experimentation purposes. And I'll show you guys all the winners when we actually have them done. Here's what it is. Alright, let's see. Second one, 50. Another 50. $3. 20. A 5. And a 20. Okay, so that was a loser. Alright, so we're going to 002. I wish I had a second camera so we could do this correctly, but unfortunately I do not have that, so it's an issue. As good as I can get right now. I got a 500, a $2, a tree symbol, $1, $5. Okay, so any of these right now need to be in the last one. So we get a 5, a 2, a 1, or a 5, or yeah, we get 500, a $2, $5, or a 1. Plus the tree will have a winner. If it's something else, so we don't win nothing. And that was a $5 winner. Let's show that right now if we can. If that's actually popping on camera or not. We'll okay, so we got a $5 winner on that one then, so that's good. So we've now gotten 2 winners and 3. You're up to 8 right now. All right. Fourth ticket, $2, $500, $10, $2, $10, and $5. Okay, so that was a loser. All right. So I think what I'm going to do is as soon as I do the 4 on these, I'm just going to rip these on the thing like this and just pop that first 4 off as what it'll be. And then we'll just set those aside. That way it's easier for me to start scratching the rest of these off, obviously. Which means I'll just get these ones right now as what it'll be. Yeah, that's the only thing about doing these scratch offs is you get like all that weird dusty shit on you basically. So okay, so we got 2 winners so far though. Alright, so this is 004 that we're gonna scratch right now. Which is $10, 500, another 10, a 5, a 2, and a 500. Okay, so that's an instant loser. Alright, so get a 005. Get a 500, another 500, $10, 50, a 3, and another 10. Okay, so that was a bunch of losers. And it could be something too like this where it's that you'll have the what was I gonna say? Where you have something like this where it's like 2 on the first one, and then it's gonna be like nothing on the second set or whatever. But even still, like the odds of winning there obviously should be at least 1 in 4 is what it is then. And so I got a 006, got a 50, a 2, a 5, a 3, a tree, and another 2. Okay, so we got $2 winner on that one then. Yeah, it's $2 winner. Okay. So we got 3 winners so far, which is now, I believe that's up to $10, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. Let me check the other 2 just to make sure on that one. Yeah, the first one was a $3 winner, and a 5. Now we got 2. Okay, so yeah. So we got $10 so far. And we're only 7 tickets in right now out of the 97, which is not bad actually. So I may actually come ahead on this one, possibly. Alright, so go to 007, or 007, I guess is what you call it. $1, a 20, a 5, another 20, 10, and a 5. Okay, so that was a loser. Alright, so we got 1 out of 4 on those ones. So technically, so far, we've actually had better odds and then exact odds. So we'll see if that keeps going or not, or if it changes a little bit here and there. So that out of the way for momentarily. Okay, so now we're going to 08 through 11. All right, so 008 is a $1, a 50, another 50, 500, $1, and another 500. Okay, so that was a loser. It had doubles of everything basically, except one of them were triples. So we had two $1, two $5, and two $50. Sorry, two $1, two $50, and two $500 ones. Yeah, too bad that wasn't three 500s on that one, or even 350s up this week. Okay, so we're going to 09. So we got $1, another $1, 500, another 500, a 50, and a 10. Yep, that's usually how it goes. That's the one thing that does bother me with some of these is how they do like the doubles like that, where it's like, oh, you think you're gonna win, but it's like, nope. Okay, so down to number 10. $1, $5, $10, second 10, second $1, and the second $5. Yep. Okay, so if we don't win on 11, this will be the first one that will not have a winner in the 4 set. That is what it is. 500, 5 or 3, 10, another 10, another 5, and a second 500. Okay, so that would be the first one out of the 3 sets that we've had so far that have not won. That being said, we're still technically 1 and 4 out of the 12. So that is bothersome that that did not win anything on that, but at the same time, it makes sense because, again, the first 2 were, or we had 2 in the first set, and then we had a bunch of others in the continuous sets, is what it is here. So I can flip these off. So technically, this is where we start having to win now, is what it is. So I'm going to try and clean this up just a tad because there's like a bunch of crap on this table right now. Probably excess. Probably should have grabbed like an actual paper towel here to move. But anyway. Alright, so going to 12 through 15 right now is what it is. Shoulder's already giving me fits right now. I'm actually going to try to do these as this way, is what it'll be. It's easier to get it down always like that. Alright, so we got a $3, $1, second $3, 500, 20, and a 2. So that was a loser. Alright, so number 13 is a 500, $2, $10, second 500, second 10, and another 2. Okay, so those are both losers. Go to the other 2. $500, another dollar. So I won $1 on this one. Because there was a tree for the next game of the was. And of course the last two are 50 and 20, so we did win our money back on that ticket. Unfortunately, we didn't win anything above $1, that's what it is. So, all right, going to 15, got $1, 50, 3, another $1, $2, and $10. Okay, so there's 1 out of 4 on that one, which was $1. So that puts us up to, I believe that's 11 now, if I'm not mistaken. I think it's $11 now, if I'm not mistaken. Out of 12 tickets, or no, sorry, out of 16 tickets. So we're still $5 in the hole on that one. All right, let me go and do the next sets. This will be 16 through 19. So we got $3, $1, $2, 20, second $3, and a second 20, so that's a loser. 17, $2, $3, 50, 500, another 500, and another 3. So that's also a loser. $5, a 3, a 2, $1. Okay, so this is a loser. So it's all 50 I was like, yep. Okay. So then go down to the fourth one. Get a tree. $5, $2, 500, $1, and a $5 winner. Cool, cool. All right, so I think we're almost back in the red again on that one. That $5 winner. So that puts us up to, I believe, 16 out of 20 now is what it is. So I was trying to see what being said here. Like I said, this is basically an experimentation to see if I'm going to sue the Ohio Lottery or not for falsifying records on these. Is what it would be. Because so far, I think we're technically under what we should be for winners anyway. So, yeah, so this is 20 through 23 right now. I was trying to get 100 of these, obviously, but my cousin took them today. The dude's like, yeah, we only got 96 left or whatever it is. Or I think it was 97 actually, because it was 000 to 90, yeah, 96. So 97 in this roll. And I guess apparently they sell these in 200s. So if I want to do this for real, it would be just buy all 200 of them at some point. Just like go someplace and be like, hey, do you guys have like one of the rolls that's like fresh, it's got 200 of them? Okay, cool, take them all. But I feel like that would be me being a degenerate gambler at that point. So, not that this isn't, but this is more of experimentation for a one-time go. So we got a $3 here, $5, a $1, 20, second 3, and a second dollar. So that one is definitely a loser. I need to grab this plate so I can dump the fringy bits on it there. I'll just set that over here for the time being so I can easily just grab it when I need to. I'll probably switch things around a little bit here because I take my headphones down a little bit so I can set this on a actual level surface that's going to go flying everywhere. Alright. So we're now on 21, which is a $1, a 50, a 20, second 50, a 10, and a dollar. Yeah, I figured I was going to be a loser. A 22 is a 50, a 5, 500, a 10, second 5, and another 50. It sucks. Alright, so let's see if 23 will be a winner or not. $5, 500, a 50, another 5, another 500, and nice $5 winner. So that puts us up to, I think, I want to say 26 now. I think. I don't know, I'll figure it out a little bit here. Alright, so we got a 24 to 27 right now. So we got a $3, a $1, another $3, another $1, $5, and then there's a dollar winner on that one. Alright, so we got our 1 out of 4 on this one so far. Alright, so 25, 26, 27. 25 is a 50, a 20, second 20, a 5, another 50, and another 5. So far we have not hit 20, we have not hit 50 yet. We haven't hit, I think there's a 10 here too, if I'm not mistaken. I do believe. So we haven't hit any of the big ones yet. You can see that 20, a 10, a 50, a 5, another 10, and another 5. Alright, so 27 is a 10, a 50, a 2, second 10, 500, and a 20. Okay. So that one was exactly $1 out of 4. Which is pretty sad, actually. I'm not going to lie on that. Kind of disheartening, actually, to be honest with you guys. Mostly because, you know, if you want to win, you want to win big anyway. Not just like nickel and dime or whatever here. It's like actually doing it to the point where you're going to, you know, at least break even anyway. So, there. I think I'm going to start breaking these off into 4s right now, so it'll be. So we need to do them correctly, is what it will be then. I think these ones were probably the ones that were in the thing, but they were down or whatever on the deal to be like pulled up for later, and then the other ones that were like all in that weird roll were probably the ones that were ready to be sold. Like that would be my guess. So, all right, this is 28 through 31 that we're going to scratch right now. And so I got a 10, 5, 3, another 10, 500, and another 500. Okay, so that's an instant loser. Next up, 500, a 50, a 3, another 50, a 2, and a 20. That's not surprising at all. Those are both losers. All right, so number 30 is a tree. $2. It's a $2 winner. Yeah, literally went tree, $2, $2, and then 21 and 50. So at least that one's more than $1 anyway. Would be nice if it was like a $20 winner actually, but yeah, again, can't be like that lucky. All right, so 31, 3, 50, 5, 20, another 5, and another 20. Okay, so our 1 out of 4 was a $2 winner on that one. Going on to 32 to 35. Oh, man, my hand's starting to hurt doing this. I totally understand why there's some of these people on YouTube that do not use a regular quarter. They'll use a big old token thing. I totally see why, because it's like when you're holding on to these little coins like this, like it's really fucking hard to do that with a quarter. I guess maybe like a 50-cent piece or like a silver dollar or something, maybe. All right, so 32 is a 500, a 10, another 500, second $10, and another $1. Of course it is. All right, 33, 50, $1, 500, 2, another $1, and another 50. I don't know if the edges on this quarter I'm using right now are starting to wear or not. I'm gonna grab a different coin though from my pouch over here. See if I can't do a better job of scratching with maybe something a little bit better here. Maybe we can go down to like a dime that has like a better ridge on it. Yeah, I think I'll go down to a dime that has a better ridge on it right now. See if that doesn't work better for me. All right. So 34 to the 50, 5, $1, another $1, another 5, and another 50. So that's a loser. And I cannot do this with a dime because it's way too fucking small. I'm sure my fingers already. But just grab another quarter. Actually, I think I'll grab a few more quarters out of here if I can. Have a couple different backups or whatever to do the stuff with. For those interested, I got this when I was still at the place that time, which I'm not using as a coin container. So, all right, so technically 35 should be a winner on these because the other three were losers. But that's not always the case. Sometimes all four of them are losers. So we shall try though. Okay, so we're here with the tree. 50, 2, 500. It's a $2 winner. Really hoping for a $50 winner. That would be sweet. But I'll take it though. At least it wasn't all bad. I mean, those $2 add up, you know, a couple dollars at a time. There is what it is. So eventually I'll get like 30 or 40 of them is what it is there. All right, so this one is 36 to 39. So we got $1, $10, 500, another 500, another $1, and another 10. Yeah, we're just gonna be one of those. 37 is 50, 10, another 50, 20, another 20, and another 10. Yep, that's usually how it goes on those ones. Unless it turns into something where it's like a tree, I wouldn't see it being any other ones where it's not like a double thing, which is very annoying. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie. All right, so 38, 20, $1, $1, 3, second 20, and 500. Okay, so it comes down to 39 being a winner or a loser. If it's not a winner, obviously this is going to be one of the 4 sets. Yeah, so straight out of a 3, 2, another 2, 5, another 3, and another 5. So that one is a loser. That is the second. I believe the second 4 set that we've had. This had no winners at all in it. So this is definitely turning into one of these things where it's possible lawsuit. It just all depends on how many winners we have overall at the end of the day. Like I said, we need to get at least, I would say minimum 24 that should be in this set of rolls. And if it's not at least 24, then we definitely have like, you know, some gripes to be handing out to people and stuff and being like, hey, your thing needs to be redone or whatever the case be, because it's like obviously a lie at that point. Pretty sure they're doing my trash again right now. Yeah, that was trash again. Which is crazy that this morning at like 3 or 4 a.m. And then, yeah, they're doing it now at like almost 3 o'clock in the afternoon. All right, so we got 2, a 50, 10, another 10, another 50, and another 2. Yep. All right, so 41 is 20, 5, 3, 10, and a loser. It looks like here is 50 and a 3. Yep. Call it here because shit off of everything here. Okay, need to change out coins too because that one looks like its edges are kind of spent. This one feels like it has some decent edge to it now. All right, so 42 is a $2, 20, 500, $1, $2, and another 20. Okay, so 43 needs to be a winner. 3, 2, 10, 10, 20, and a tree. Nice. We got our first $10 winner then. So that almost makes up for a bunch of these now. Yep, that'd be $10 on that one. Sweet. Just need a few more of those, or a couple 20s, or a 50, or 500, or something like that. Would be all good. So, let's see how many more of these we got to go then. For 8, 12, 16, 20, 28, 32, 36, 40. Okay, so we got 40 on this one, and then whatever's left over here. So I think is at least another like 12 or 15. So 44. There's a 20, 20, $1, a 3, another $1, and another 3. Yep, here's maybe one of those. 45 is 500. 3, 20, another 500, another 3, and another 20. Yep. Always, always. Okay. So this is 46 right here. Just $1, a 20, another 20, 500, a 10, and a 5. Okay, so again, comes down to the last one to be a winner, which would be 47. 20, 3, $1, 2. Yeah, this is a loser. Okay, so that's at least the third one that's not become a loser. Okay, so we're now at 48 to 51. $48 is a tree. $3, a 20. It's another $2 winner. Yep, $2. Okay. So 49 is a 50, a 2, a 1, a 2, a 10, and a 50. That's annoying. It's also too bad that top one was not like a 50 or a 10 or something. Alright, so number 50 is 500, $1, $5, $10, $1, and $2. Okay, so that's a loser too. So let's see if we can get 51 to be a payoff here or not, or if it's just going to be the $2 winner on the top there or not. Right, $1, $1, 500, 500, 3. Nope, that last one was $1. Nice. Cool. So we got 2 on that one for $3. Not terrible, but Also not great either, because that still means we're minus $1 on that set anyway. So I'm trying to get as much of the scratchy shit off here so I'm going to sweep up too much later, so it will be. Okay, so this one is, I think we're going to use a different coin this time too as well. So we're now at 52 to 55 on these sets. So 52 starts out as a 10, another 10, 500, another 500, $1, and another $1. 53 is a 5, a 1, 10, 50, another 50, and a 5. So that's a loser. Trying to get the shit off of there as well. Okay, so 54 is a 50, a 2, a 1, 20, a 20, and $1. Yep, that's a loser. Okay, so last one here is 55. So let's see if this will actually be a winner or not. 2, 20, 10, a tree. It's a $2 winner. Yeah, there's a lot of those $2 tree winners, it seems like. Okay. So now we go to 56 to 59. $1, 500, $5, $1, 5, and 2. Yep, that's a loser. Oh man, that is really bothering me right now. Right, 57 is 10, 5, a 3, a 5, a 3, and a 50. Of course it is. Alright, let me see here now. So we got a chance to win on one of these last two. That's what it is. Let us roll. So 58 is $1, 500, 3. No, that was a loser. 10, 50, and 10. Okay, so let's see if 59 is a winner or not. 3, 50, 20, 20, 500, and a 10. Nope, that was another one that was a set of losers. Interesting. Like I said, I'm not sure exactly what our count is right now. I know it's not like 20 yet. So, yeah, it should be, like I said, 24 technically on the speaking thing here now, but it is. So, but we still got this big old roll right there to do. So, this is 60 to 63. So 10, 20, 50, another 50, 500, and $1. 61, 500, $1, $2, $5. Oh, that's a $2 winner on that one. Because the last one was a tree. My $2. Yeah, I'm gonna see how much I'm in the hole when this is all said and done, because I know for a fact I've not broken even yet, which kind of sucks. So, all right, so 62, a 5, a 2, a 3, a 1, a 2, and a 10. And then 63 is 50, a 2, another 2, 500, 5, and I'll go with $2 winner. Nice. Okay, well, we are starting to get somewhat there. Not as much as I would have hoped for just yet. I need to move the thing. I've seen a bunch of scratchy shit on my shirt. Shake off right now. Probably try to do the shake off on the table here as well a little bit. Yeah, it's a lot of dust on there. Okay. All right, so we got 64 to 67 right here for these ones. So 64 is 10, 10, 500, 20, 5, and a buck. All right, so 65 is a 2, a 20, a 20, a 10, 500, and $1. So those are both insta losers. I was actually rewatching a show from the 2010s this morning called The Night Shift, with the exception of there being like a really gay storyline in that throughout the series. Like, it was actually a pretty good show, and it didn't really like there wasn't a whole lot of gayness in the first like season and a half. It seemed like exception with the one guy being gay, obviously. Like, it wasn't like pushed as like the age they're pushing now is what it is though, which is nice. So, or like the when I was trying to watch the ball drop for the new year the other day, and it was two gay dudes making out on screen. I'm just like, why? Like, what the fuck, people? All right, so 66. Obviously, that was in Times Square that was happening. 66 is 500, a 10, $1, a 20, another $1, and a 5. Okay, so we got to win on 67 or not get nothing. So 10, 3, 20, another 10, another 20, and a 5. So that's a loser. So that is the fourth or fifth roll now that we've had that's been complete losers. Okay. Yeah, my thing is like, why are you even bothering showing this shit, people? Come on. But then I also realized that like the problem with being at Times Square like that is these people literally wearing adult diapers because they have no bathrooms in that area. And so you're basically kissing at midnight in your own filth. I'm just like, yeah, no thanks. So anyway. Got 68.71 right now. So 68, 500, buck, 50, another $1, 10, and a 20. Let's see if 69 wins. Come on, 69. 5, $1, $1. Oh, it is a winner. It's a buck. Well, at least 69 won. Would have been nice if it was like $5 or something. But Yeah, still a dollar. Dollar's a dollar. All adds up there. So, it's a 70, yeah, 20, another 20, 3, 50, another 50, and another 3. Alright, so 71 is a dollar, $5, $10, $10, $1, and another 5. Alright, so those 4 we got a buck back. I'll eventually rip all these to where the winners will be shown on the camera then. So we're clear on that one. Let's do that at the end as well. It'll be here. Take like 5 minutes or something to do that. Just so I can count up how many winners I actually have then, and if I can actually legally sue the state or not is what it is then. And get some of that Somali daycare money, so it'll be then that they've been stealing from us for about the decade this fuckers have been in our state right now, so it is. So you got 72 to 75. Starts out with a 10, a 50, a 5, another 50, another 10, and a 500. 73 is a 2, 10, a 3, a 3. Oh, we got a $3 winner here. Because it was a tree. Okay, so 74, 75. 74 is a 5, 500, a 20, a 10, a dollar, and another 500. And then 75 is a 2, a 20, a 10, a 50, and it's $2 winner. Got 3 $2 on there. Okay, so we got 2 more rolls on this, and then whatever's left over there. Okay, so it's 76 to 79, which is a dollar, $5, $2, $2, a dollar, and a dollar. Okay, so that's a dollar winner on the top one. I'm trying to scratch these off enough to where I know which winners right off the bat when I grab them, so that does them later. Okay, so 77 is a 10, 20, 20, a 3, a 3, and a 10. That's a loser. 78 is a 50, a dollar, $2, second 50, 10, and another dollar. So that's also a loser. Alright, so let's see if 79 is actually a winner or not. If we can get 2 in the same roll here or not again. 3, 10, a dollar, 5, 3, and 50. So the answer is no on that one. And then finally for the last 4 set, where we got a big old like 14, 15, whatever it is there. Okay, so this is 80 through 83, and then it would be 84 through 96 would be the last ones. So it's like 13 from that final chunk is what it is there. Clean this up a little bit here so I can get all the fringy shit off of this. Okay, so 80 is $1, 10, another 10, a 5, a 20, another 5, one, it's a 2, a 5, a 20, second 20, second 2, and a third 2. Nice. So let's see how I went on that one. Okay, so 82 is a 10, 5, 50, 500, another 50, and another 10. And then 83 is a 3, a 3, 500, 20, $1, and another 500. Okay, so that was also a loser. So now we go to this set of dudes right here. I'm going to go ahead and pluck right there. Or we can do the other way. Okay, so this is 84 to 96. Okay, so 84 is a 20, 2, a 1, 3, a 1, and a tree. So I got a buck off of that guy. So I will set that aside on its own to you what you call it. Okay, so 85 is $1, 10, 50, 52, and a 10, so that's a loser. 86 is a 5, a 10, a 3, a 5, a 3, and $1, so that's also a loser. I can pull both of those off of there then. I'll just set those on top of everything else over here. So now I got 87, which is a 50, a 2, 2, a 20, 500, and a 3. Yeah, need to pull it up immediately right there. Okay, so 88 is a tree, and it's a buck. Top one was all $1. Yeah, it's interesting. I've never had a thing where it was more than like one winner on these things. Like it was always, if it was going to be a tree, it would always be like 2 1s or 2 2s or something like that. What it is. Like it's never 2 2s, 2 10s, and then a tree. Which that'd be cool if it was though, but that's not how it is though. But we'll go ahead and shift that over to our winner pile there as well. Alright, so we got how many more we got for now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 more. So technically there should be 2 more winners in these 8. So that's 89. There's a 50, 2, a 5, a 2, a 3, and a 5. So that's a loser. So number 90 is a 2, a 5, a 5, a 2, a 10, and a 10. So it's also a loser. Alright, so there should be at least a minimum of like one more winner in these. Not two more winners in these. So 91 is a 3, a 20, a 1, a 20, a 1, and a 3, so that's a loser. Okay, so we got how many more left here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there should technically be at least minimum of one more winner in these 5, not two more winners here. 2, 500, a 5, 2, a 1, and a 5. That's a loser. 5, a 10, 2, 2, 500, and a 10. Okay, so we got 3 left. And like I said, there better be at least one more winner in here, not two more winners. 5, 10, 50, another 10, another 5, and a 50. So that's also a loser. So really 90, 95, and 96 both need to be winners at this point. And then we'll figure out exactly when our overall thing is here. So let's see if we can get either one of these to be a winner then, if everything is. Alright, so I got a 2, a 5, a dollar, a 3, a tree, and a dollar. Okay, so we got at least one here that's a winner, which is a buck. So let's go ahead and see if 96 is also a winner or not then. $500, $1, another 500, another dollar, a 20, and of course it's another 20. Son of a bitch. Okay, so fortunately I did not become a $500 winner. That would have been fucking sweet if it was. That would have been a hell of a way to end this off, actually. But let's see if we actually did get 24 winners in this then. Because if we didn't, then that means there is a possibility of a lawsuit against the state right now for misrepresentation of these being a 1 in 4 winner. So that's 1, 2, 3. Are any of these winners? No, I don't think they are. 55, 10, 50, 10, 5, 10, 2, 2, 5. Okay, those are all losers. These will listen with winners right here. This one was a loser. Yeah, all kinds of shit on my fingers now from the scratchy bits. 100, 2, yep, those are both losers. Okay. This one was 2, 2, 20. Yep, that's also a loser. Yep, those are also losers. Okay, so now we're going to the results here. Loser. That one's a $2 winner. And then top one's a loser. so 81 is a technical winner. I should probably put put it underneath there so it'll catch all the little drippings and shit. Pull these apart. Okay. Yeah, I got a bunch of crap right here. Okay, so that top one should be a winner for $1. Let's see, 3, 10, 5, 3, 1. Okay, so the top one, that was a winner. Okay, 10, 55, 50, 10, 500. Middle one's a winner, and the bottom one's a winner. Technically, I only spent, I think it was like $42 amount of money on this today because my aunt for Christmas sent me some $5 scratch offs that I won 25 on, and then she also sent me a $20 bill. So that all went into this little fund, as it was. So technically, it was just me playing around with a little bit of my own cash and then using the money she gave me to be the overall majority here. Okay. See, 1, 5, okay, that's loser. Middle one is a $1 winner. The top one was a loser. Okay. I know technically the one nice thing about the Ohio Lottery is if you set up an account on their site, all the loser ones you can put in there as like things and they'll give you points towards something. So I'm gonna do that later. So it'll be, I don't know if it'll actually give me a lot of points or not, but you know, it'll be at least like probably like 50 something then. Yeah, it's 10, 10, 500, 20, 5, 1. And it's a loser, it's a loser. It's a loser. Yep, those all loser set. Next shit. And loser on that one. $2 winner on that. That's $2 winner. And that is a loser there. Okay. So go ahead and break all these off. Figure out exactly how many we actually have here when it's all said and done. Now there's at least 2 of these that were insta losers on both here. Let's see, 350, 20, 20, 500, 10. Down there, 10, 10, 10. It's loser. There's a loser. And that was a loser one. So that's at least 2 of the big ones. And there's a third one here too for sure. Okay, 10, 10, 500, 500, $1, $1, 5, 1. Yeah, it's loser. 2, 1, 20, 20, 1. And then the bottom one was a $2 winner. Top one is $1, bottom one's $1. Yeah, top was $2 actually. That was not a winner. That was not a winner. Okay. So bottom and top ones. Okay. 2021, 313, 500, 320, 500, 320. That's crazy that one was exactly the same on both top and bottom of the repeats. And that one's also a set of losers. So that's at least 3 sets of 4 that are losers. I'm going to try to some of that excess bullshit's on there now on this. Okay, top bottom one's a winner. Top one's loser. Second is a loser. Third is a loser. And this bottom one is the $10 winner that I got out of here. I think that was the most of any of them. That one was $10. That was a solo win or whatever. Okay, so that is a loser. That is a loser. That is a loser. And that is a loser. There's at least 4 there that are all 4 sets of losers would be. Alright, so 5, 10, 500, 10, 1, 1. And it's a loser set. That's a loser set. And then the bottom one was a $2 winner. Alright, let's see here. 10, 5, 3, 10, 500, 500. Yeah, loser, loser, loser. Okay, so only the middle one was a winner. Let's see what we got here. That is a $1 winner on top. And I think everything else is losers. Yep. 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 Okay. Let's go here. Loser. Loser. That is a loser. 5, 5. Oh. Okay, this one actually was a winner for $5. Yeah, 5, 5, 5. 500, 550. Okay. So we've been our second highest winner then of the day. So 3, 1, 2, 20, 3, 20. And it's also a loser there. Also a loser there. And then this is a $5 winner with a tree on it right here at number 19. Alright, so let's see. That's a loser. Okay, third one was a $1 winner. I just want to see how much I actually lost here because I'm guaranteeing I'm not breaking even on this. Or if I did, it was like barely breaking even pretty much. But I really just want to see how much I lost out on this will be then. Yeah, that's a loser. Was a loser. That was a loser. Third one's a $2 winner. Get that fully so it doesn't rip apart there. Okay, so we got two more sets here. Okay, so that is a $3 winner on top. And another one in the middle that was a $5 winner. And then we had, let's see, huh. Did I lose out on some? Because I feel like there's not. Yeah, it's only goes down to 8, which is weird. Unless I have someone like this is out immediately when they won, which may have been the case. Yeah, let's see. That's a loser. That's a loser. That's a loser. Yeah, that's a loser. Yeah, let me check the bottom of this pack and see if there's not like a 0 or a 1 or 2 or something like that. Oh, wait, this one's a 2 right here. Okay, that's what it was. They just got misplaced is what it was. Okay, that makes more sense. Yeah, 6, 18, 19, 23, 24, 30, 35. Okay, so let's go ahead and actually count off how many of these are actually winners here in this mix. So we're going to go ahead and reposition just a bit here. Because I want to count off exactly how many of these are winners and see if I actually have 24 here or not. Okay, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. So technically it's not a 1 4 then. Because it was only 23 out of 97 tickets then. So, and of those, I had a $1 winner at 95. I had a $1 winner at 88. So that's $2. I had a $1 winner at 84, so that's $3. I had a $2 winner at 81, so that brings up to $5 total. I had another $1 winner at 76. So that's $6 right there. We had a $3 winner at 73, so that brings up to 9. Let's see, 75. Oh, I'm sorry, 75 was also a winner at $2. So, and then 73 at $3. So let me go ahead and recount my money on that one real quick. Would be that's 3, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay. So that brings us to 11 right now, and that's the tickets. And then at 69, we had another $1 winner, which brings us up to $12. At 63, we had a $2 winner, which brings us up to 14. Another $2 one. That's 16. Another $2, so that'd be 18. Another $2 brings us up to 20. Another dollar brings us up to 21. $10, which brings us to 31. Another $2 brings us up to 33, 35, 36, 41, 46, 47, 49, 54, 57. Okay. So yeah, so 97 tickets, we won $57. So didn't even break even, dude. Didn't even really, just about half back, basically, is what it is. So that's really pathetic, honestly. I mean, it's a good experiment to do, but like at the same time, like, yeah, you're not potentially winning your money back. Like, you're probably better off just buy like one of the $20 or $30 tickets, honestly, and like hope for the best. But I mean, it was fun. It was fun to scratch all these. But yeah, I don't know if I'd do it again though. But yeah, one thing I will say though, it does make me wonder though if I had gotten all the way to 99, if it would have actually been legitimately two more winners in there or not. Because there could have been, obviously, the fact that I did not have a chance to get those last couple though because they did not have them because they always sold them to somebody else that did then. Does kind of bother me a bit just because I would like to know if there was like two more winners in there because technically that would have been the way to do it, obviously. I think the way, if I'm going to do this over again though, the way to do it would basically be go to some place and be like, hey, do you guys have exactly 100 in this roll right now? And then just be like, here's $100 and go from there. But yeah, I don't know. It's hard to say, man. But like I said, now um, I know there's still 50s out there that are for the holiday cash, and there's still 20s that are holiday cash. I didn't win any of those. I didn't win any of the 500 ones, which kind of sucks. The best I did on these was, I believe, one $10 and then two $5 ones. And then, of course, whatever, like a bunch of $2 ones and a couple $3 ones and a bunch of dollar ones. So, but yeah, like I said, on 97 tickets, it was $57 for the winners then. So that's trying to figure out what the exact would be now. So it'd be just over half then. Yeah, it'd be like $9 above half then is what it'd be. So do I think it's worth it to do this again? Possibly. Maybe. Depends. But yeah, we're past oh Jesus, I didn't know we were that fucking far out. I was gonna do my announcement obviously for Freedom Friday about an hour ago, and I completely blanked that I was this is gonna take this long, honestly. So yeah, let me go ahead and I'll be back in about 10 minutes or so, and we'll do the official announcement for that as what it'll be, and then go from there basically. So yeah, I'd say give me till about 3:35 or so right now almost. So I'd say give me about till 3:50 or so, and I'll come back on and do the official announcement for Freedom Fridays. What it'll be then for who myself and the rest of the network membership have decided to endorse for the governorship right now. So it is. So I will see you guys in a bit then. Till later. Have a good one. Peace out. All that good stuff. And I will see you for Freedom Friday in a little bit. Later.